What's going on guys, CasualSavage here, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to create a watermark in Photoshop. Now just before I get into this video, if you'd like to request a tutorial, then be sure to leave it in the comments below or ask me on Twitter. Now very quickly I'm going to be starting this off in Sony Vegas, and the reason for this is because I'm going to be showing you a clip. As you can see, it's me walking, and this is a night vision effect I created in Premiere Pro. Now of course you don't want people to steal your clip, so you would put a watermark on there, maybe the bottom left, bottom right, top left, or top right. Most common places to put a watermark. Now the main reason why I brought you to Sony Vegas is because when you render your videos, or when you insert your videos, or whatever your video size is, you need to remember that size. So for example, this project is 1920 by 1080, and I know myself I render all of my videos in that format. So you need to remember that. For some people it may be 1280 by 720, that's totally fine. Then from Photoshop, make sure you come to File, New, and then you select what it was. So mine of course 1920 by 1080, I select it right there. And if you're 1280 by 720, then just put that in there. Now, it's actually very simple to create a watermark. Of course, just get some text, draw something out, and maybe just put, for me of course, CasualSavage. You don't want it too big. Remember, this size right here is the size of your video, because this is 1920 by 1080 for me. So for me, I'm actually at a good size now, and I'm going to change a font to this one right here. And I'm just going to position this maybe the bottom left, like so. Now, we can't just save it directly from here. As you can see over here, it says background. Check the padlock so it goes off, and then press delete on that layer. And you should have a checkered background. Now, one thing I also recommend doing is actually changing the opacity from here. Of course, you can do it in your editing software, but just changing it from here will save you a bit of time so you don't have to do it in the editing part. So maybe change the opacity about 30%, like that. Yes, it is very hard to see right now, but if we come here and select a stroke, and we have the size about 4, that's good, color black, and okay. Maybe change the text to white and check that. Now if I come to File, Save As, we need to save it as a PNG, very important. So select PNG, and then I'm just going to call it Untitled for now, okay. And now I'm going to drag it into Sony Vegas. So as you can see, I have my watermark right there. I'm going to drag and drop it above the video track. As you can see, just like that, it is in place. And it's not going to move, it's going to stay right there. We did add a black outline, you can see it just a little bit there, but as you can see, even though we couldn't see it in the Photoshop version, it looks really hard to see. Once you put it on top of the video, it's going to be very visible to see. And that is how simple it is to create a watermark in Photoshop. Of course, you can then come here, add more effects, and what I actually recommend doing is having the opacity all the way up so you can see how it's going to look. Then maybe add your effects, so I'll just add some random ones right here, like so. And then we change the opacity back to 30. I recommend 30 to 50. And then I'm going to come to File, Save As. Again, PNG, super important. And I'm going to overwrite this one. And now we're back to here. As you can see, it's changed just like that. And the colors still show. We picked that light blue to dark blue gradient overlay. So let's just play this through. As you can see, just walking, and that overlay is going to stay there. Remember to stretch this out for your entire video, because of course you probably want that for your entire video. But that is how simple it is to create a watermark in Photoshop. Like I mentioned at the start of the video, if you'd like to request a tutorial, then be sure to leave it in the comments below or ask me on Twitter. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, rate, and peace.